matchup in the SEC brings us Arkansas and TAMU, Texas A&M, the Fighting Aggies against the Razorbacks, the Woo Pigs. Tennessee, or I'm sorry, Texas A&M. We just got done with Tennessee. Texas A&M has a 57.8% chance to win the game. Arkansas with a 42.2% chance. I think this is going to be a pretty interesting game. You might look at this and you say, oh, this could be a really good offensive battle and a shootout, but don't sleep on what the defenses can do. Arkansas has only given up 27 points a game. Meanwhile, Texas A&M, one of the better defenses in the country right now, only giving up 8.7 points per game, and they've even lost a game already, 17-14 against App State. You got Matt Landers, who's the lead receiver for Arkansas, facing off against Anais Smith for Texas A&M. Devin Akane, 46 carries, 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. You got Raheem Sanders, 66 carries, 3 touchdowns, 440 yards for Arkansas. This is going to be an interesting game here. Arkansas comes in 3-0. They struggled a little bit against South Carolina. They won close against Cincinnati, and they're coming off a win against Missouri State. So outside of maybe Cincinnati, is this the first true test? And this is their first road game, at least. So for Arkansas, their first road test, they are bound to lose a game or two this year. Could they end up going 10-2? Is that a good possibility? Could they go 9-3? I want to hear from you guys in the comments what you guys think Arkansas's overall record might be this year. But I think the sky's the limit for the Hogs this year and what they could do outside of at least winning the SEC West, because I think Alabama's going to have that locked up. I don't say that out of bias or anything. Texas A&M, they're pretty ticked off about the App State game. I don't know what's going on with their offense, but they won only 17-9 over Miami. The spread is 2.5 in favor of the Aggies. The over-under is 48. I think it's going to be a little bit more than that. I really do. And I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know. I think it'd be a little bit more than 2.5. I would expect this spread. Who am I kidding? I'm not an expert on spreads. It's a good possibility there. I think this will be a touchdown only matchup, meaning the only way, not the only way, but I think that this will be an offensive shootout in a way, one of the lower types where, like, it's not going to be like the 7 overtime LSU Texas A&M game a few years ago, but it could be middle of the line. I'll go ahead and give a score prediction. What about 35-28 Texas A&M? Could we see something like that that makes sense to everybody? I mean, Texas A&M is giving up 20 points a game. They're allowing 20. They're only allowing 8 points a game. Arkansas's got firepower, though. They're scoring 37. It's not even close between Arkansas's offense and what the Aggies are giving up. So, and I do still think we're in an offensive league. I also kind of believe there's a part of me that still believes in, defense wins championships. I think the Aggies, I think they have the defense to hold Arkansas to a certain extent. But Arkansas knows how to put points up on the board. And this is a team with KJ Jefferson, who I think is just getting better and better each week this year, better and better ever since he's been in Arkansas. They got Raheem Sanders, who's got 440 yards on the ground. They got Matt Landers, who's got 211 receiving yards. If I watch anybody on their defense, I'm watching Dwight McLaughlin. That's a hard name to say. He's got 2 picks. He's got some batted balls. A great defender in the secondary. And watch Bumper Pool, who is their lead tackler, the linebacker. He's got 29 tackles. They got Drew Sanders, who came from Alabama. They also got Simeon Blair. They got a couple different guys. I like the Arkansas defense. I also like the Texas A&M defense. Neo in the comments here says he thinks A&M wins the game, but it's close. I agree. I think it has to be close in a certain extent. Now, it is technically neutral field. It's played in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. It is a neutral site. But what do you expect in Texas more? More Texas A&M fans or Arkansas fans? I mean, I think it's going to be in favor of the Aggies. I like Arkansas this year. I really do. I think they could barely be below 10 wins. And maybe they could possibly make the 10 win. They're undefeated right now. It would be so huge for them to get this victory and go 4-0. And it'll be a huge loss if the Aggies lose this game. Not just because they lose the game, but I mean it'd be their second loss within within the season. It'd probably even knock them out of the top 25. They're right there at 23 right now. I don't know, man. I like the Aggies right now. I think they got their foot on the gas pedal right now. It's going to be close. At some point, Arkansas has to mess up, right? They got to lose a game somewhere. They're very well disciplined. They're very creative with their offense, very high scoring. Their defense is kind of suspect. I mean, this is a team that just came off a pretty good win. Screw it. I'm not even going to say it's a pretty good win. Let me tell you the score against Missouri State. They gave up 27 points. Their defense is suspect, man. It's all about offense over there. And to an extent, that's okay. But you got to be about the defense too, man. They've given up 24 to Cincinnati. They gave up 30 to South Carolina. They gave up 27 to Missouri State. Missouri State. I like Arkansas to lose this game, A&M to win it, and you're going to see some defensive struggles for Arkansas in this game for sure. But you're also going to see, in addition to that, Haynes King and an explosive Aggie offense that's ready to be on fire for some college football. How about it?